All right. Hey guys, Mr. Chris, and today we're going to be taking a little bit of a look at D minor, starting to build our vocabulary of minor scales. So far we've done, of course, the A minor and E minor. All right, so this is just the next one in line. However, whenever we're dealing with minor keys, it's important to know the major key that these guys are coming from. And in this instance, for D minor, what we call the relative major is going to be F. So let's review that scale real quick, and then I think the D minor stuff will make a little more sense. So when we play F, especially in the right hand, it's unusual because this B flat forces us to use a new fingering. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we don't use the pinky. We want to stop there. And then we're going to come back 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. So again, a little bit awkward, just a new thing for the right hand. Most of you guys have done it before. I'm going to put F major chord down here and just run it one time. We'll go 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and then if you want, you could tag these guys in there. It'll be really good practice. Those primary chords. But that, again, is the key of F major. And what we're doing here is we're taking those notes, but we're shifting our window down to D. So that same group of notes, notice the B flat there, still hanging in there, but D is now our starting note. That's the one. Okay, so when we play this scale, it's back to our usual fingering. We're gonna do the 1, 2, 3. That doesn't affect the black key there. Let's take a look at the natural minor, D natural minor. I'm gonna go and give it a D minor chord. Sound like this. Okay, so let's try that together. We'll go about 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Cool. One last time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, great. Let's take a look at the left hand. Same sort of deal. Going down to D. Regular scale fingering. You're going to cross over to this B flat with 3 when it gets there. We go 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, looking good. And then obviously you can practice that slower if you like, but that's a good target tempo for us. And then I'll slow down a little bit. I'm going to go and do the hands together. Again, this is D natural minor. We'll go about 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Bit of a challenge, but again, if you're up for it, good thing to shoot for there. Okay, so as we know with all the other minor scales, it's always we have some variations that we need to know. So this first one we just did, that's the natural minor. The second one we'll look at is called the harmonic minor. It's going to raise the C up to C sharp here. This is the dramatic one. And notice you get 2 black keys in a row that are pretty far apart from each other. This is a step and a half. Very Halloweenish. But that is the scale we want to look at, the harmonic minor. So same deal. I'm just going to give it a regular D minor chord down here. Sorry, I'll count it off. We'll go ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's the deal. And then let's try the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and then a little slower, we'll try my hands together. So 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So again, it takes a little bit of practice to navigate the wide double black key thing there. But you can get it with a little bit of elbow grease. It's going to be just fine. And take it at whatever speed you want, but this is to kind of give you a target. Okay, so the ideal here would be to practice both the natural minor and the harmonic minor back to back, hands together. So let's take a look at that. Again, it's okay if you can't keep to this tempo quick, but just to show you how it would look. And we'll go about 1, 2, ready, go. So natural minor first. Harmonic. One more time. So that is the scale. The next part I want to be sure that we're comfortable with is the primary chords for D minor. So of course we know D minor, the regular one. This is called the 1 chord based on the first note of the scale. Our 4 chord here is G minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to keep the D on the bottom. And then the other missing note is this B flat here. So D minor, G minor. It's inverted, we call it, but it's still those 3 notes. So we played a root position, it would be up here. G, B flat, and D. But since we already have a D, we're going to keep it down low. So especially with the left hand, you want to get real comfortable with those going back and forth. Watch my fingers, make sure it's 5, 3, 1, 5, 2, 1. And you just take a second, just kind of rock those back and forth. If the right hand's doing it, it's going to be same notes, but here you do move the 3rd finger and the pinky over. So another good thing to practice is getting these guys together and keeping track of the fingers. Make sure that left hand's using the pointer finger, right hand's moving the middle finger over. It takes a little bit of work, but again, it's worth kind of programming that in there. All right, so right now we're at this. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the 5-7 chord, which is A7 in this case. It's going to look like this: C sharp, G, A. So a bit of an odd shape. Looks like this in the right hand: thumb, ring, pinky, and that'll feed back to this. Okay, so take a look at this progression all together. I'm going to do what's called the grand cadence. I'm going D minor, G minor, D minor, A7, D minor. Or another way to think of it is 1, 4, 1, 5, 7, 1. And again, we could do that with both hands. Looks like that. Okay, so some pretty, I don't want to say too complicated stuff, but it's the real deal things. And if you want to be a real master at D minor, those are the things you want to practice. So I'm going to put all that together here for the end. Again, if this is too fast for you in the beginning, no sweat, but just something to reach for. So I'm going to do the natural minor, the harmonic minor, and then the grand cadence of those primary chords all together with both hands. I'm going to start about 1, 2, ready, go. Natural minor, harmonic minor, and then 1, 4, 1, 5, 7, 1. Make it a high D. That's the stuff. All right, great. So just build your routine with that stuff. Ideally, we want to have a nice scale routine that we can do on all the keys that we've learned so far. But this is D minor is new, so take some time with it. See if you can become a master at it. Happy practicing, and we'll see you on the other side.